To just Seth Curry after the game and just watch this. First off, I love his hat. His hat is awesome. Second, just tell me this is a guy who feels good about winning this particular basketball game.
It's playing bad basketball. It's pretty simple. We didn't a lot of bad plays on offense and defense for the whole team, and it's really just we gotta figure out how to be better for 48 minutes. For really the last two games, we haven't been playing good basketball.
Golf is dope. Let me just agree with Seth Curry's hat there. Golf is dope. I do love some golf. I'm terrible at it, but I do enjoy it. And second, this team knows they should have blown out the Orlando Magic. You're looking at this game in the first, you see it up like 15 points in the first half. You're going, okay, all right. Well, I hope nobody bet Joel Embiid's over tonight because I don't think he's going to be playing this entire game. I hope nobody bet even Tyrese Maxey's over in this game because he's probably not going to be playing much. Shake Milton's back in the lineup, so we'll see what he does. He actually had a nice stretch for himself. But you really didn't feel good about the Sixers putting this win away until they came out early in that fourth quarter, and Andre Drummond, who has been a godsend this year, as far as I'm concerned. 3 weeks without Joel Embiid. At least you have Drummond in there at center looking good. Team didn't win. We all know that. But at least you had a pretty decent backup coming in there. Could log a lot of minutes for you, get a lot of rebounds, score some points. Had the tip in the 2 overtime game. Of course, I'll say that one of the most random things I've ever complimented anybody on ever. Andre Drummond might be the single best tip-in basketball player I've ever seen in my life. Like, he just jumps up there, swats at the basketball with the perfect touch and finesse that it goes in. It's a thing of beauty, really. It's an art form from Andre Drummond. But he gets the assist from Matisse. I'm running through my T's. Tobias Harris in this game early on in the fourth quarter, slams it home for 2. Sixers reestablish their lead. And from that point on, I went, okay, if they're going to get these points with Andre Drummond in this scenario, they're going to win this basketball game. Magic continued to make it close, but the Sixers were able to get the W. Here is your head coach, Doc Rivers, after the game, talking about this win, and unfortunately how in the middle portion of this game, they weren't able to keep up with the Magic's energy.
I give Orlando a lot of credit. They're struggling, they're rebuilding, but they played with so much energy, and we couldn't match that. So I thought that took us all off, but we won the game, and I'll take that.
How do you think you handled the zone?
Not well. We've had no problem with zone overall, but tonight it's hard to beat a zone when there's no movement, there's no downhill attacks. It was the slowest zone offense maybe ever. We finally came out of 2 timeouts and ran our zone offense and scored both times because it was paced. But the ball just was sticking tonight, wasn't moving. We didn't get in the paint enough.
It reminds me almost years ago, Doug Collins, head coach of the basketball team. He was asked about his team playing zone defense, not zone offense, which is what Doc is talking about here. But he said, Doug, did you come out in zone tonight defensively? And Doug was like, we didn't come out in zone. It's that old point zone. It's the point zone of, hey, that's your guy. That's not my guy. No, that's your guy. No, that's your guy. And you can't decide what you're doing defensively. Everyone looks like they're in quicksand. That's what Doc Rivers is saying about the way they played against a zone with their zone offense last night, is that they were in mud. They were spinning their tires. And Joel Embiid, and I always say this, I hate reading into body language, but Joel Embiid looked cooked. And in a way, I don't blame him. It was his first game back from COVID. They go to a double overtime game and they lose. Then he got his game against the Magic where you feel like, all right, I'll give you whatever I got. But compared to what I got on a normal night, it's not 100%. It's going to be 100% of what I give you, but the gas tank ain't that full. So I'm going to give you all I got, but really when it's comparative to a 100% version of me, I'm about 65. I feel like I can give you 70, and we can get away with beating the Orlando Magic. And that's ultimately what you saw last night. It wasn't a great performance by any means by the Sixers. Hopefully they got a great performance in their back pocket. And we can see that again and see them dominate a team and make us feel a little bit better about this team going forward. But last night, a win is a win. We'll take it, just as Doc Rivers said. As long as you can chalk up the W, we are good to go.